In the heart of Victoria's breathtaking Yarra Valley lies Bella Vedere. Owned and operated by Gary Cooper and Tim Sawyer, this restaurant, bakehouse and cooking school offers sumptuous dining and fine wines, making for a truly fulfilling experience.
The whole ethos of the place began in the garden. We decided that we would try to get at least 90% of organic product into the kitchen. Everything from rocket to artichokes to asparagus to beans, you name it. We're putting 22 different varieties of heritage tomatoes in this year. So out here in the kitchen you'll see 22 different tomatoes. We have a bakehouse here. We do all of our own organic breads. All of the fruit in the fruit bread is organic, biodynamic. And my baker is he's a big red-headed boy from Wagga Wagga, and he's been baking now for 11 years, and he literally took himself to Italy to learn how to do the proper leavened sourdough. We don't use yeast in our bread. So with the sourdough we started off with an onion, water and flour, and then that ferments, and that's what we use to raise our bread with. It's quite a heavier bread, so the difference to that approach is that when we actually make it, it takes a long time to proof, so it becomes quite dry and dense on the outside. So when we bake it on the sole of the oven, we don't do it on trays, we put it straight into the oven on the sole. That's why it's a sole bakehouse. It produces a really crunchy, crispy crust, and people love it. You know. We have a cooking school. It's taken me nearly 2 years to be able to afford to actually save up to actually set the whole thing up. It's something that, with being in an open kitchen, there's so many people would say, gee, I'd really love to learn how to do that, because they see us doing it all. So I thought, well, we may as well set up a cooking school. What happens is people arrive at 9:30 in the morning, they go out into the garden, they pick the beans, they pick the vegetables that we're going to be prepping that day. We go upstairs, and then we basically prepare them and bring them down here. And then it's sold to the customers. Everything that I'm doing for a lunch on that day, we prepare about 9 items upstairs. So they're involved in what we're actually going to be selling to the customers. I just love the Yarra Valley. I've been here for 13 years. Everything from the produce, which is available in the valley, it's just magnificent. It's fantastic. We get a lot of stuff in. We might get a side of venison in tomorrow that the guy will shoot. So he'll go out and he'll shoot the venison, bring it in to the kitchen. It's like getting a gamesman from England coming into the back door, you know, of a hotel saying, here's the pheasants, there's the partridge, you know. I wish we had pheasants and partridge out here, but we don't. But we just deal with a lot of valley produce, and I just can't go anywhere else. Now that we've got this place set up and it's my own dream, I just can't foresee myself anywhere else.